Hello there people, my name is Amanamaz and I finally got around to watching the new Star Wars show, Tales of the Jedi. If you didn't know, it's a short 6 episode season that primarily focuses on Ahsoka and Count Dooku at different stages of their lives as Jedi. It's only like 15 to 20 minutes an episode. So despite being very short, I thought it was a really good show, in particular the Count Dooku episodes, as we never really saw him as a Jedi, except in the comics, but let's be honest, no one ever reads them. So I found it really interesting to see how Dooku fell to the dark side, and how it was a gradual fall to become a Sith Lord, instead of something more sudden like Anakin. I will be going into spoilers by the way, so here's your warning. Like, we saw how Dooku used the dark side to kill a corrupt politician, and if it wasn't for Qui-Gon, he actually would have gone through with it. And many years later, he was sympathizing with people who were against the Senate and even killed a Jedi when he was tasked with stopping them, showing how disillusioned he was with the Jedi and the politics behind it all. The best episode though was when he found out Maul killed Qui-Gon, because that's when we see him fully go to the dark side, betraying everything he once stood for. Like, he even kills Yaddle. If you didn't know, Yaddle, she's a member of Yoda's species. She even appears in episode 1 briefly, but the big bombshell here is that she talks normally. So Yoda is just a massive weirdo speaking back to front by choice. But going back to Dooku, it was nice seeing someone with a more nuanced take on the Jedi and seeing how they should and shouldn't operate before leaving the Jedi Council. The Ahsoka episodes were fine. They didn't really add much because we spent a lot of time with Ahsoka anyway. I think her final episode is probably the best one, where she is hiding out after Order 66 and gets ratted out by some dickhead who she saves and lets live, by the way. I would have let that douchebag die if I was in her shoes. So anyway, an Inquisitor arrives, a really edgy looking one with a beaked skull mask. He looked pretty cool, but Ahsoka kills him unarmed pretty quickly, which makes sense because she's basically a war veteran at this point and still at her peak, whereas Inquisitors weren't particularly that strong to begin with. So even though it makes sense from a story point of view, I still would have liked to have seen a more even duel. Overall, it was fun. It's not exactly must watch given that you can finish it all in an hour and a half or so, and it doesn't have any major consequences that we don't know about already. But the quality of the story was there, and it was nice seeing something new with established characters. I do hope there's a season 2 with more obscure characters, just so we can explore lore that we haven't seen before, but I'm not sure if there will be. I do recommend the show if you got time to kill. It's too short to really give a rating, but I think you would enjoy it. Anyway, if you like my review, please leave a like and subscribe, that would greatly be appreciated, and I shall see you next time, and peace.